All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, giving a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And I tried to do this video yesterday, but it was real hot outside, so where I sit my phone at on the dashboard right here, the phone got too hot and it cut off during the live stream. So I just deleted the live stream and said I'll try again, tomorrow. So basically, Shalom Akwath Yahba Shemashah Barakatah. Basically, I was speaking about the ceasefire situation yesterday and what it meant, as far as the end is concerned. And basically what I was going into was, just because it's a ceasefire, that doesn't mean that the end is not going to come. We all know the end is going to come. All right, it's manifest. And I was going into Matthew the 24th chapter, where it says, let's read it real quick. Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And that's what I was going into yesterday before the live stream cut off. We see these things and we get excited, and rightfully so, because prophecy is being fulfilled. We're supposed to get excited. But like I was saying yesterday, when you know the order of prophecy, that these are birth pains, all right? And I've been going into that for the past month, the birth pains and how when different things happen in society, the Lord compares it to a woman in her 9th month, right? So the things that we were seeing with Israel and Iran, all right, was nothing more than a contraction, a birth pain, okay? And we are to continue to watch for these, we are to continue to watch, just because there's a so-called ceasefire, that doesn't mean that Yahweh Shemi Shai is not going to bring the prophecies he promised, because he's a man that he cannot lie, okay? And shit, people still got bombed, things still got stirred up. And from what Trump was saying, shit, they really wasn't even obeying the ceasefire at first. Another thing that this whole, that situation proved was, America, Babylon the Great, is in a position to where they still try to police the world. They went over there and bombed those nuclear sites and turned around and came back home and then bragged about it. And that's why the Lord is going to send fire on your ass, because you think you can just do whatever you want to in the earth, man. And that's why the scriptures say that they're gonna hate you and eat your flesh and burn you with fire. Let's get that real quick. They shall hate the whore and burn her with fire. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 16. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to basically get spiritually jumped, man. Okay? Not spiritually jumped, Salakia. You're going to get physically jumped, Salakia. I said that the wrong way, because that war is going to be physical, just like you saw Iran and Israel bombing each other. Well, America's going to get bombed with nukes, okay? It says, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will. And that's what a lot of people are forgetting. This is the Lord's movie. This is Yahweh Shemi Shai's will, man. So he's going to put the spirit on the kings of the earth to fulfill his will, just like he's going to put the spirit on the kings of the earth to implement the mark of the beast, the MOTB, and give their kingdom into the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. All right. So going back to the whole ceasefire situation, all right, in Matthew's 24, that's basically, you know, what it is. Okay. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. But we're still supposed to prophesy about it and report upon it. Okay. Because we're watchmen. And what does a watchman do? He watches, he reports, he observes. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to say, we didn't warn you. Oh, y'all didn't tell us nothing. We've been warning you, man. Isaiah 62:6, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. So the scriptures say that we never hold our peace, day nor night. We're going to continue to go in and report upon these things. Okay, and filter it through the scriptures and let you know what you need to be watching out for. And hey, the Lord said, if you love me, feed my sheep. We're doing what we were set up to do, man. Just because Israel and Iran not bombing each other, does that mean that World War III is not going to happen? No, the Lord's still going to make that happen. But the mark of the beast has to come first. That's what we've been saying. And give him no rest till he established, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And give him no rest. You know, we supposed to be sighing and crying day and night. Hey, that's why Chat GTP said Great Millstone is the most diligent. They're the ones that go into the most prophecy. They're the ones that have the correct understanding of the scriptures. And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So like I told the brothers, if Chat GTP knows that, then the elite know that. Okay? Everybody knows who's really going into the prophecies, man. Everybody knows who has the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Okay? But World War III is still gonna happen, man. The scriptures tell us the least of the flock shall draw them out. And you see that. You get glimpses of that. Ezekiel 33:1. Again, the word of the Lord came into me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts and set him for their watchman, if he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. So what are we supposed to be doing? Exactly what we're doing now. Blowing a trumpet, warning the people, letting you know what's coming. Not holding anything back. Okay? Filtering everything through the Holy Scriptures. You see something on the news, oh, that's a precept. Let me get that. You see an article with some information in it, that's a precept. Let me get that. Let me do a lesson. Because Esau is going to go through these little minor wars and this nation bombing that nation. He's going to go through these little things before Yahweh Shem Yahushai brings that grand finale, man. Okay? So we gotta expect these little things to happen. But it's all gearing up towards a bigger cause. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. And a lot of Israelites, okay, are going to be in that position where they're going to hear the sound of the trumpet, but they're not going to take warning. So your blood is going to be upon your own head. That's going to be your own downfall. That's your own fault. Okay? Because you're not going to be, hey, we trying to get delivered from the seventh trump, man. What's the seventh trump? What is it? Let's go to the book of Job. A lot of you have problems understanding the scriptures. Meanwhile, you got the prophets breaking the damn scriptures down to you daily, man. But you don't want to listen. You want to be a nigga. You think what we saying is some fairy tale shit. But when shit hits the fan and you realize it's gonna become your reality, yet there shall know that a prophet have been among them. Scriptures say he shall deliver you in 6 troubles, man. There and 7 shall no evil touch thee. This is I'm gonna get that precept in 1 second, brother. Shalom. Shalom to you as well. Job chapter 5. Job chapter 5 and Job chapter 5 and verse 18. It says, no, let's go to 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. Why does it say in 7 shall no evil touch thee? Why does the Lord have to deliver us in 6 troubles? In the 6th trump? Because once the 7th trump hits, that's the nuclear blast. That's the nuclear destruction. Okay? So the 6th trump is basically the chariots beaming you up from that destruction, man. Simultaneously, if that's how you want to say it. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in the league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And what I get out of that precept is basically that the Lord is going to put a particular spirit on us, man. You know, to not be afraid. Because that's going to be a terrible time, man. Let me see. This is Revelation. I thought it was 11 and 15. But that's not what I wanted. 7 angels and 7 John spirit himself. No, that's not what I wanted. So the brother posted I think this is the brother Bashar. Shalom, brother Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. Ezekiel 12 and 7 and 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesy of times that are far off. And that's what they say. Oh, what y'all teaching, you know, I could see that happening, but maybe in the next generation. Because they don't have the spirit of prophecy, right? They say they could see it, but it's not going to come right away. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, power, there shall none of my words, Salakia. Therefore, because I'm reading it off this, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord, power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord. And that's the times and the spirit that we in. The words that the Lord speak, they shall be done. Okay, so just because they came up with a damn ceasefire, now people think the society's gonna go back to normal. No, man. Everything is still popping off. Things are still in place. The elite still have a plan to implement the MOTB. They still going towards this AI bullshit where they trying to connect everything, make everything digital IDs, all of that, man. Everything is still in the works, in the plans, right? It says when he is about to fill his belly. Let's get that real quick. Remember, he's in the stages of still filling his belly. All right. Job chapter 20 and verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. He is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All right. And that's talking about the wicked. Because he ain't going to be able to escape. Esau not going to be able to escape his destruction. Remember, the Lord created the smith to blow up the coals in the fire. The Lord had it to where this man is going to create a weapon to destroy himself. Tell me that's not a powerful God, man. Where he's going to have you create a weapon that you think you're going to use on other people, but you're going to destroy yourself. Okay? Yeah, you going over there, you bombing people nuclear sites so they don't have weapons, but people can't do that to you. You want to disarm this nation, disarm that nation, but nobody can disarm you. And that's why the scriptures say the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, because you fucking devils are hypocritical, man. You say, oh, Iran can't have no nuclear weapons, this, that, and the third. But you ain't doing that shit to China. You ain't doing that shit to Russia. You ain't doing that shit to North Korea. You know? And that's what's wrong with Babylon the Great, man. You got a bunch of dog shit in your backyard. That's what I said at camp last week. Got a bunch of dog shit in your backyard. Right? You won't clean up your own mess, but you and everybody else's business. Worried about they dog shit. But you got dog shit all in your backyard. You stepping all in dog shit. Your society it can't function worth a shit. People who live here can't even afford to live because prices are so damn high. You put GMOs in all the foods and you put chemicals and everything. You're just killing people, man. You're just killing people. That's what this society does. It kills people. But this is supposed to be the so-called land of the free, the greatest place on earth. This is a piece of shit, man. Babylon's a piece of shit. All right? So, Yahweh Shemiah Shai is definitely going to execute and carry out his word. And but we know the mark of the beast has to come first. But like I said, that doesn't mean we can't get excited when we see these things. We see these wars. We see wars and rumors of wars. Hey, we're going to get excited. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do videos on it. You damn right. Because that's bringing the pain, man. And ultimately, these people, they need judgment. They need to feel something. Okay? So they can get off their lazy asses, man. And acknowledge, because pretty soon you people gonna have to acknowledge there's a power in the earth. The Lord gonna put the spirit of fear back in this place, man. All right. So hey, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.